If you live in South Africa, you will understand the reservations that the country currently has against electric vehicles. And this owes to several factors, including range anxiety, charging facilities, as well as load shedding, among others. However, this has not stopped newcomers from flooding the market and actually introducing new vehicles such as this. This is the BYD Atto 3, and it is the latest electric vehicle to actually grace the market. Now, this vehicle in size has been built to go against the Volvo EX30 and the BMW iX3, including a GWM Aura. So in this video, we're going to have a look around this vehicle inside and out and explore all of the amazing bells, whistles, and features. And before we begin, I would like to extend a big thanks and special shout out to BYD Woodmead for allowing me the opportunity to come down and film the Atto 3. If you're considering one of these vehicles, do come down to their dealership and insist on seeing Gladwyn Paul. All details, including links and phone numbers, will be included in the description box below. The BYD Atto 3 is an all-electric C-segment crossover by BYD Automotive. It was launched in Johannesburg, South Africa in June 2023 with the aim to move the country a step towards sustainable motoring. The Atto 3 is currently the only vehicle available in South Africa under the BYD brand, and it comes in two variants. The standard range, which features a 50 kWh battery, and the extended range, which features a 60.5 kWh battery. Pictured is the extended range, and it currently costs 835,000 rands. The Atto 3 is built on the company's renowned E-Platform 3.0. This platform has been designed specially for electric vehicles and allows for longer range, faster charging, and higher performance. Within this platform is BYD's ultra-safe Blade battery. This is a lithium iron phosphate temperature-resistant battery system. It produces less heat and zero oxygen, and its characteristic blade shape provides a large area for efficient heat dissipation. In the standard range, a full charge lasts for 345 kilometers, and in the extended range, it lasts for 420 kilometers. Energy consumption is listed at 16 kilowatts hour per 100 kilometers. Various charging times have been listed for the Atto 3 depending on the type of connector one uses to charge up the vehicle. There's the key. Have a quick look inside. With me. It's a beautiful steering wheel, leather wrapped, double stitched. You get these nice aluminium accents on the spokes right here. You get these controls here. These controls, they control the vehicle's driver aids, lane keeping assist, pre-collision warning, etc. These ones, this side, they control the infotainment system, your phone, the mic, etc., etc. In front of the steering wheel is a small TFT screen that houses all the vehicle's vital information, like the charge, the range, the gear you are in, the mileage of the vehicle, the speed, etc., etc. And then if you move a little bit forward, you find that the dash is actually covered in a bit of, it feels like leather, but it's actually faux leather, but it's still quite a good material to feel. And then you get a bit of visible stitching going on right there. And that is an air vent, very uniquely designed. Moving down, there are no visible buttons or panels to actually use there. And then as we move over to the center console, you get this screen. This screen actually swivels 90 degrees. When I turn the vehicle off, the vehicle is currently on now. If I turn the vehicle off using this button right here, if I press the button, the screen actually swivels 90 degrees to the left. And if I press the button again, the start button, you need to have your key within the you need to have the key in the vehicle, by the way. And to put the car on, you must first put your foot on the brake, and then you press the start button. The action of doing so will actually bring the car to life and swivel that screen 90 degrees right, like so. Basically, this vehicle, you won't hear it, but it's actually running technically. But because it's an electric vehicle, you will not hear that because it's an electric vehicle. It doesn't make a sound. Moving on to the center console, you get this wireless charger. This is the vehicle's gear lever, start-stop button. This panel here houses a series of keys. This is your volume control button for the radio. And then this is the hazard light. That is the parking sensor button. That is the blind spot. That is your auto function of the climate control system, on off. And then this is the front defrost. This is the auto start stop function. This is, I'm going to confirm what feature this is, but it's got to do with the vehicle's electric functions. These are the vehicle modes. And then I'm also going to confirm what this feature is with the salesman as well. You got your dual cup holders. You got this storage hub here, quite deep. You can actually store all your things here. And then moving over this side, you find that there's a nice auto dimming rear view mirror. You get this beautiful visor here with a card holder as well. And then, as with many other Chinese products, you get a floating center console. Now, this vehicle uses what you call a shift-by-wire system, which means that there is no direct mechanical connection between the car's gearbox. I don't know if electric vehicles have gearboxes, but in this instance, there's no mechanical connection, direct mechanical connection between the gearbox and the gear lever. So which means that you can actually afford to have all of this space. And underneath this space, as you can see in here, a couple of USB ports. That is a 12-volt power outlet for you to plug in all of your things. And it is quite a spacious vehicle really inside. Now, if we shift our attention to the vehicle's center screen, this vehicle does have a 360-degree camera system. And if you press this button right here, it actually activates all of those cameras. Basically, what you see now, this is the side view, the driver's side view. This is the top view of the vehicle. It's almost like a drone is flying over the car. And this is the rear view of the camera of the vehicle. Now, you can actually flip through the various views by pressing the corresponding icon. For example, if I press here, you find that I get a side view of the vehicle. If I press here, that's the rear view. If I press here, I get the front view, front wide angle. Press here, I get a rear narrower angle. If I press here, I get a front angle as well. Now, the overhead view and the driver's side view, they remain. You can flip through you can flip through other views only on the upper top part of the screen, but these two, they will remain. If you press the 3D icon, now what it shows you is the vehicle. It shows you the vehicle in 3D. It's quite cool because any vehicle, any person that moves next to the vehicle is shown by the camera as well. Now, if you swivel it with your finger like so, you find that it actually swivels with your finger as well. Quite nice. If we move on to the side view, there we go, the other side view, just like so. And then we move on to the front. So if we want to switch off the 3D view, we can just do that. And then we can come back to the normal view of the vehicle. The same treatment from the front continues into the back door right here, in the sense that you do have that leather as well, that little plastic door grip. You do have an automatic window. All 4 windows for this vehicle, by the way, are automatic. Very interesting door handle. That's a speaker, a little tweeter. Hard plastic on the panel right here. That barricade continues. That's a speaker right there. And then we're gonna hop inside and talk about the vehicle's head and legroom. The one common feature that continues to impress me with Chinese vehicles is how much leg, head and shoulder room they have at the rear compartment of the vehicle. Now, like I said earlier on, this vehicle is a small crossover SUV, the size of a Volvo EX30, but sitting here, I feel like I've got a lot of room. The most important thing about a vehicle of this size is the legroom. and it is the headroom. Now sitting here, I'm very comfortable. I'm able to actually comfortably rest my arms. I'm able to actually sit back, to kick back without necessarily compromising the position of the person sitting at the front. Now the Chinese have definitely nailed this one quite good. Now if there's no middle occupants, I can just fold down this center armrest to reveal these two mug holders right here. This faux leather, by the way, feels very good. It feels very comfortable to actually sit on. You are not missing a thing by choosing faux leather in lieu of actual leather, because it is very, very comfortable. And also, one important thing to mention, to note about this vehicle, is the fact that since it's electric, there is no drive shaft hump, so the floor is straight. There's no hump that will interrupt, so you can just sit back and kick back and relax and stretch your feet and just chill. It is quite something that is remarkable, something that is actually very impressive in an electric vehicle, to not have this drive shaft hump. And then as you continue, certain features that are carried over from the front into the back come in the form of these two rear air vents here. Vehicle has got two rear air vents. It's got a USB-A and a USB-C charging cable. Both the driver and the passenger seats do have actually 3 pockets each at the back here, one deep pocket and 2 shallow pockets to store whatever things that you may actually need to store. Like I said, center armrest, you've got 3 seat belts right here. This is a interior illumination. This is actually a dog grip handle. Very comfortable vehicle to actually sit on. I reckon even sitting in the middle, I can maintain a very remarkable level of comfort, I must say, mainly because there is no drive shaft hump. Therefore, I can actually sit comfortably and actually focus on the drive. Even moving on to this side, the feeling continues as well on the side as well. Now with this sunroof of the vehicle open all the way, you get light that comes all the way in. The vehicle is nicely illuminated. Quite a very nice feeling sitting back here. I must say the Chinese are doing an incredible job with ensuring that their vehicles do have ample space at the rear. For those of you that have actually followed a couple of my videos, you will know how much of a fan I am of boot space in an SUV. So we're going to check out this vehicle's boot as well as the space and see how it exactly looks. Now, looking at this boot space, the first thing I can tell you, it is quite a generous boot. I mean, it's not necessarily as big as that of a full-size SUV. However, you can manage to fit in quite a couple of bags in here, and there are some 2 deep-welled compartments to put your little items here. Now, this car does come with a spare tire underneath the boot right here. Now, this spare tire is inside the boot, therefore it does eat into the boot space quite a bit, which means the boot is not going to be welled. It's not going to be a deep boot, but rather it's going to be flush with the vehicle right here. So that is the trade-off as far as the spare tire is concerned. However, minus all of that, it is quite a sizable boot. You can actually fit in, you know, the day's groceries, a week's groceries. You can fit in a couple of bags without having to actually fold the seats forward. The rear seats, by the way, do actually fold forward to increase the boot space, so that is a plus. And then this little privacy shield here can actually be removed for you to actually increase the boot space should you wish to actually put in bigger things. If you open this, you find that this is the vehicle's charger. This is actually the vehicle's electric charger, which you actually plug into the wall of your home and into the vehicle. So as far as that part is concerned, it's quite a decent boot, nothing too crazy about it.